Hey, my lovelies. Okay. Hey, welcome to the channel. So if you are tuning in via Instagram, welcome. If you're tuning in via Facebook, welcome. If you're tuning in via YouTube, welcome. And if you're tuning in via the podcast, welcome. So welcome to the Daily Vibe. My name is Cosmo, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. All right, so keep in mind that energy is fluid. However, if you were cross-watching for any particular sign, and I say this is their energy, but it feels more like your energy, apply it to where it needs to be, okay? So if you're into spiritual ascension, if you feel like you're ascending and you need spiritual wisdom, guidance, inspiration, motivation, you may be able to find something here. If you're into signs and symbols, numerology, astrology, you will definitely be able to find something here. Or if you just know that there's some shit going on in the atmosphere, but you can't quite put your finger on it, you may also be able to find something here. Okay, so let's jump into this. Now, keeping in mind that energy is fluid, so whenever you get this message, if it resonates with you, then you can utilize the information. If it does not resonate with you, my loves, you are to take what you need and leave what you do not. All right, so starting for today, first of all, today's date is December 12th. What am I saying? December 8th, 2020. Wow, December 12th. My mother's birthday is December 11th, but December 12th, I'm jumping time now, okay? Today is actually December 8th, 2020, and we're vibrating on number 6 today for the actual date, okay? As far as the date is concerned, we're vibrating on the number 5 for the actual day, okay, which is Tuesday. So you can tap into the day via the date, okay? Or you can tap into the day via the actual day, okay? Now, for those of you, my loves, that wants to know, right, Tuesday actually is vibrating from the planet Mars. Okay, so Mars is in the energy on Tuesday. All right, so you want to be mindful of that. All right, Mars is a representation of your force and your universal power. Okay, protection as well as warrior mode type energy. Okay, so you be mindful of how you're utilizing the energy as you are moving throughout the day. Okay, now keep in mind, all right, I'm gonna break down the numerology aspect of the number 6 today, as well as the number 5. Right, so we're gonna start off with the number 5, which is Tuesday. Right, Tuesday vibrates in the number 5. Right, so just so you know, a few things that's in the atmosphere for the vibration of the number 5 on the higher vibrational end. As always, I always start by asking you to pay attention to your intuition, because your intuition can save your life. All right, your intuition is your lifeline. Right, so you want to pay attention to your intuition today as you're moving throughout the energy. Okay, you also want to be mindful that the number 5 vibrates on change. It also vibrates on personal freedom. All right, so with the number 5, you want to find yourself being in the mode of non-attachment, because things are forever changing. Like, that's the one constant thing that's promised to us, right? It's change. Things are always changing and evolving. So if you are not changing and evolving, then you're stagnant. And that's dead energy, right? You don't want to be in dead energy, right? So be mindful that change is constantly happening. Somebody's personal freedom is going to be important for them today, as well as being able to not be attached to things. So being able to get in the space of non-attachment today is going to be important for some of you as you're going through the life lessons, which is also vibration of the number 5, okay? Variety is going to be key and necessary for some of you today as you're vibrating with the number 5. Being resourceful or resourcefulness is in the atmosphere today. Okay, so you can tap into that energy too. Now, be mindful, because on the lower vibrational end of the number 5, you do have fear of change in the atmosphere. You also have unreliable and irresponsible energy. So you want to be mindful. If you know somebody's unreliable or irresponsible, don't give them things that you know they're not going to be responsible or reliable for today. Don't frustrate yourself today with that energy, okay? Rigid thought and action is in the atmosphere for some people today. They can be rigid in their thoughts as well as their actions. So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day, okay? There are going to be some people that doesn't really like the routine, so there can be a lot of pushback in routines today. So be mindful of that if you're a parent, okay? You can be dealing with the little ones that's tapping into the lower shit today and give you a little pushback because they do not want to pop off with your routine that you have for them moving through the day, okay? So you can find that acting before thinking is going to be in the atmosphere for some people today. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing wisdom as you're moving and taking action today, all right? Now, let's jump into the low vibration of the number 6, all right? So lower vibration of the number 6, I'm just going to jump in with the lower vibration of the number 6 is a superiority complex. You're going to find some people feeling like they better than you today. today. Okay, so be mindful of that, especially if you're dealing with bosses and, you know, supervisors and stuff today. All right, you can find impractical energy in the atmosphere with the lower vibrational end of the number 6, as well as shallowness. Not to mention unsupportive energy is in that vibration also, as well as being submissive. But the question is, what are you submitting yourself to? What are you being submissive to? That's the question, okay? Because in life you do need to be submissive in certain things, but the question is, what are you submissive to, right? And you can find that the energy of being easily stressed is in the atmosphere today, so you definitely want to pay attention to your triggers, your emotions, as well as, I want to say, your intentions are going to be key for some people today too, okay? So the positive end of the number 6 today, you can find unconditional love in the atmosphere. You can also find a lot of intuitive energy with bringing you into balance, not just on a physical level, but also on an emotional and a mental level if you allow the energy to flow freely, okay? Seeing clearly for some people is going to be on point today with this vibration of the number 6 coming in, all right? And then as you see clearly, then being mindful to make the proper adjustments that you need to with the vibration of this energy, all right? Protection is also part of the number 6 vibration, as well as family and home. So you can find these aspects. If you are not tapping into any of the 12 zodiacs today, you can tap into just the numerology aspect of the day. All right, so now let's jump into the 4 elements. All right, so I do try to share with you guys here that you are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign, aka the month that you were born. You are also responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel, because all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel make up aspects within your psyche, okay? All right, they're aspects of your personality that you may not even know exist, okay, or that you may even not know that you need to overcome. All right, so let's just be mindful about that as you're moving throughout the day. All right. Now, I'm going to break down the 4 elements, and then you can take any one of these elements and apply it to your own personal situation and see if the message inspires, motivates, encourages, or maybe even gives you the clarity that you may need to move through your day, okay? So we're starting off with fire energy, my loves, because we are definitely in fire season with all of this wonderful Sagittarius energy in the atmosphere, right? So we got, let me see, Sagittarius is energy within the fire energy, Leo's energy, as well as the wonderful Aries energy, right? So if you are not a fire sign, you can apply this energy to your intuitive side, but also the part of your life that needs action and movement, okay? You may also apply this energy, my loves, to something passionate or maybe even something lustful that you are dealing with right now. So just go ahead and place the energy where it needs to be, okay? So here we go. All right, we got the Sun card popping up today within the energy, the 10 of Earth in reverse, popping up also with the 3 of Air in reverse for the wonderful fire signs, okay? With the Sun card coming in, this is definitely a happier day, a happier time, maybe even new ideas coming into you, or, okay, or some of you can be feeling like, especially if you've had situations where it wasn't happy, especially throughout the family holidays, right? So if you've been having any family tension with this 10 of Earth in reverse, any financial tension in or just making maybe a feeling of nothing is really working out for you on the work end, the financial end, or even the family end, just know, my loves, that you are moving into a day and a space today where you can find a lot more success, a lot more fulfillment and joy coming in. So like a change of the tides, okay? Now, this is clarified by the 3 of Air in reverse, which lets me know that you can be releasing a lot of sadness and healing today if you allow yourself, okay? This is presenting you with an opportunity to forgive other people. So your happiness and your wealth, okay, whether it be financial or whether it be spiritual or maybe even just emotional, is really linked to you being able to walk in forgiveness today. You may have to practice that shit all day. I'm just saying, right? You may literally have to practice forgiveness all day, okay? Literally, you may have to do that, all right? So, moving forgiveness today, my wonderful fire signs. That is going to be the action that's necessary for you today, okay? There's a changing point, but you're going to have to, tell your feelings how to feel today and forgive somebody, maybe even yourself, okay? All right, now we're going to jump into the wonderful Air energy. If you are not an air sign, right? So we're talking about Geminis, we're talking about Libras and Aquarius, all right? You can apply this energy, my loves, to your thinking, your spiritual and your mental thinking. This is the conversations that you have in your head, right? This is the conversation you have in your head about your insecurities, your lack, what you can't do. This is also the conversations that you have in your head after you had that conversation with your best friend or your mama, okay? So this is going to be important for you, my love, to be mindful, right? Okay, of what you are replaying in your mental mind loop as you're moving throughout the day today, okay? You got the Wheel of Fortune popping off with the Ace of Water as well as the Seven of Earth energy. Beautiful energy to have today, right? Wheel of Fortune is saying that this is definitely a time for you to make a positive change, okay? This is also for some of you that may have feel like you were in a standstill. You can find things moving today. This is not things moving in a negative way unless you're giving it negative energy and negative attention, right? So if you're giving this situation a lot more positive energy, especially balancing your feelings, you can find things coming into place today, okay? You are going to be required, however, to act and move with a more mature level of emotions today, okay? So you can find yourself even falling in love again, okay? Maybe not even with someone, but maybe something that you were passionate about that's bringing back that love and that joy into your life, okay? Some of you can definitely find this is a space of spiritual growth, or maybe even a spiritual your intuition enhancing, okay? For some of you, this is just you finding a new sense of love in the home front, right? Some things change. Maybe all of that work that you've been putting in to restore the relationship, something is changing on the home front, okay? And the home front could just literally be your relationship that you're having with yourself, that interpersonal relationship with yourself, all right? So be mindful of that, my wonderful air signs. What are you thinking about today, all right? Things are changing, but you are going to have to see the positive change that's coming forward, okay? All right, now we're going to move into the wonderful Earth energy. Okay, Earth energy is going to be Capricorn, Virgos, as well as Taurus. If you are not a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, my love, you can apply this energy more so to your earthly realm. This is the house, the car, the bills. This is the job. This is the responsibility that comes with having a house, the car, the bills, the jobs, and the kids, right? So this is the physical realm. Anything that's affecting your physical life is what you really want to pay attention to when you're dealing with this Earth energy, okay? So fourth ear is saying that this is a time for you maybe to rest and relax before you actually move in something. Some of you may need to tap into this, I know it don't feel like vacation because it's on lockdown for some states, but you may need to look at this as a vacation of some sorts to get things done, maybe even from a standpoint of view of the physical realm. This may give you an opportunity to get some things done physically around the house, or maybe even physically within yourself, right? So this is the time right now for you to literally maybe take a mental break and allow yourself to think, rest, and rejuvenate before making any decision. Meditation may be the key for some of you. This is a zero reset card, aka the Fool card, the Dreamer card, and it's asking you literally to take a leap of faith, reset, do something differently, okay? So now that you've taken the time out to stop, reset, relax, you may need to do something different as you're moving throughout this energy, right? Queen of Earth energy is saying that as you are doing this, make sure that you are taking care of the things that are important to you, right? So it's not so much the things that don't really mean or matter to you. You want to make sure that those things are prioritized properly, and the things that do mean something to you, want to make sure that you're taking the time, and as well as a loving and sensible approach to being committed to those things that need your attention, okay? So we're talking about the work life and the family life when it comes to this Queen of Earth energy, okay? Be warm, be thoughtful, be sensible, okay? But also you want to be warm, thoughtful, and sensible with yourself first, okay? Because you can't give to others what you were first not allowing yourself to receive, right? Because then you're going to wind up feeling depleted, right? So be mindful of that. Relax today. Take the risks that you may need to take today. Follow your dreams, okay? Put the things in perspective that actually needs to go, okay? Yeah. Get your attention in order with the things that really need your attention today. Don't give wasted energy and time to things that really don't need your energy and time today, okay? So now, with that being said, my loves, let's jump on over to the wonderful water energy. Water energy is going to consist of the wonderful Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancers. If you are not a water sign, this element is going to apply to your feelings, your emotions, okay? This is where you're going to place this energy, all right? So you got the Justice card popping up. You also have the King of Air in reverse, and you also have the Seven of Air, okay? So if we're looking at this energy, we got the Justice card coming in and saying there's some type of fairness and some type of decision. This could relate even maybe to some type of legal situation some of you have been dealing with or working towards, okay? So For some of you, this is just straight up standing up for what you believe, okay? With the King of Air energy, you could have been dealing with someone that's abusive, manipulative, or maybe even take their power and their authority, right? They take it and they misuse it and they abuse it, right? The Seven of Air is saying, yeah, there may have been some conflict and maybe even somebody betraying your trust, or maybe even taking the words that you said and twisted them and used them in a different way. There's a lot more going on that meets the eye today, so you want to make sure that you take the time to reassess everything that's going on around you. This may just not be the perfect timing for what you think the justice is to come forth, okay? Yeah, so you may definitely want to check whoever's trying to manipulate you today. You may have to check somebody today, okay? Somebody might be throwing a temper tantrum today because yeah, fairness is coming in, justice is coming in. And honey, sometimes justice looks different to everybody, right? Justice looks different to everyone, honey, okay? So water signs, make sure you're managing your emotions today as this justice is coming in. You're dealing with a little bit of manipulation, and maybe even a little bit of verbal abuse, or you could be the one doing the manipulation and the verbal abuse today. And if you are the one doing so, my love, you need to know somebody's revising their plan and they looking, honey. Okay, and justice is going to be coming in, okay? And if you're the one with the bullshit, somebody may be coming in to shut your shit down today, okay? All right, my love, so y'all know the deal, okay? Monthlies are up, so you want to jump on over to YouTube to get your monthlies. If you're on Patreon, you can definitely find the extended monthlies on Patreon, all right? So the Ancestors reading is going to be coming up this week, so you guys can look out for that. Not to mention, I am going to be live later on this evening on Instagram with Nye, so you guys can definitely check us out there, okay? I don't know what happened. Yeah, I think the power just we literally just had a storm, okay? I think we had a power outage, my love. So it's going back and forth. Are we back? I think we're back. Okay. Wow, y'all. Okay, down here in Georgia, sometimes it's like that. The weather just does some crazy things. Like we have these storms and then the power gets knocked out, okay? And you see how it was just hopping back and forth. So that is my cue and that is my note to sign off. So I'm going to be live today with Nye on Instagram, so you guys can hop on over to Instagram, okay? And then, not to mention, I'm going to be live with Kim Warner on Wednesday. I'm going to be live with Kelly Kells on Thursday, and then we're back live again on Friday for Paid Forward Friday, okay? So before the power kind of drops again, right, I'm not going to say goodbye. Y'all need to have a wonderful day. Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself, my loves. And I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's Daily Vibration. Don't forget to check out your monthlies, my love. Okay, have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.